All right. Once you're in combat, you can choose attack options. Attack options are, for instance, casting spells, swinging at someone with a sword, firing a bow, etc., etc. Before you take action on your turn, when you take action on your turn, you're going to say what attack option you are using. Once you've made an attack option, if it's a normal attack, then you're going to roll a d20 to see if you hit. It's like an attack check. Think of it like that. And if you get higher than their AC, armor class, then you hit. If you get lower, then you miss. And then you roll for damage.
Fair enough.
And you're explaining.
When you're not in combat, things are relatively simple to do. Movement is basically done by saying, I go here. If there's an obstacle in the way, there's going to be a check that applies to a certain thing, like climb or jump, that the DM will assign an arbitrary value to that usually has a reference point.
A check is where you roll a d20 and add your modifier to it to see if you succeed or fail at something. And you'll run into checks an infinite number of times in D&D.
And checks can be spread throughout pretty much any aspect of the game. You can make a check to apply to, say, if your wizard squirrel wants to jump on somebody's head and shove burning hands into someone's eyes.
Well, no, a check just sees if you can do something. So basically everything is a check.
And so, essentially, it's really simple to move when you're not in combat. But once you get into combat, movement becomes more restricted and it becomes organized by turns.
Yeah. All right. When you're in combat, I already explained initiative well enough, right? Does everyone understand initiative?
Say it, because we kept arguing.
Initiative is where whoever has the highest initiative, you determine initiative by rolling it normally, by rolling a d20 and adding your modifier. So, Andrew got what, 17?
I got an 11.
11 initiative. Assuming he has a 0 modifier, that means he has an 11 on the initiative scale. Okay? Now, anyone with initiative higher than him has his goes first. Goes, not first.
Before him.
But before. Anyone with lower goes after. And that applies to all the numbers. If you have the same roll, then, it
was higher modifier goes first.
No, we're not going to play this way because that will take too long. We have to go around and everyone has to roll initiative. So we're going to have to figure out some alternate system. So, basically, what's going to happen here is the fighter and the monk are going to get all the action in this fight because we're fighting in a hallway.
Half-Eden is too. It's being thrown.
No, we can occasionally throw the halfling. Don't ruin the game for other players.
We could have someone toss our halfling in the air so we could cast like magic missile over the heads of our fighter or something.
Yeah, I guess we could.
That would be sweet.
Can we
Plus,
do that?
our fighter is a dwarf, so most of our magic
catches
users will
me.
be able to cast over his head.
Who's gonna catch me?
All right, you know what?
Yeah, no one's gonna catch
shoot
you.
through my boat.
Yeah, load me into your bow.
Try to roll it in like one
Hit something.
All right, 4 damage and roll again.
That same dice?
Yep,
4.
max damage. He hits for 10 damage on one of the zombies.
Impressive. One of the zombies staggers back, his arm falling off and falling to the ground.
Does he die?
Green blood, no.
Is it the one?
Green blood squirting out from his newly drawn wound. As he reaches down to pick up his arm, his nose falls off, and he brutally shoves his arm back into its socket, glaring angrily at the corridor that shot him.
Okay, so
You realize it's Michael Jackson.
And then you realize you have just shot zombie Michael Jackson with a magic
no,
missile.
just Michael Jackson.
No, Michael Jackson from the Thriller.
Yeah, the real guy.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
What happened?
Thanks?
Thanks. Question mark?
Question mark?
Dot, dot, dot.
All right, so
Exclamation.
what would you like to try and do?
Can we flirt with the zombie?
Go ahead. You
Will
can
it kill
try.
me? Will it kill me?
Probably.
Wait, what were you
Okay.
saying? Flirt with
I want to flirt
He
with
wanted
the
to
zombie.
flirt with a zombie.
Don't. I don't
Considering
know.
he's one of the people
My guy's
in the
pretty
front row.
attractive.
My guy's 8 feet tall
Your
and
guy's
ripped.
too tall.
He's
Charisma
8 feet
points.
tall and
What's
ripped.
charisma? You don't want to intimidate him.
Well, no, because
It's not intimidating. Shaq's a lot taller than his wife,
They're
but she
giant
still loves
9-foot
him.
tall lizard zombies. They're chocolate.
That's
Stand in
because he's rich.
Superman bed.
That's true.
All right.
What?
You
They have
probably
a
want to
Superman
fire
bed.
your
It's
bow.
shaped like
Yeah,
a
that's what I was gonna
Superman
say.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I thought it was shaped
so
like the
fire
If I
your
had the
bow.
skull, if I had the skull, I put it on the end of my arrow. I'd say, "Return to sender and shoot it." But I can't.
I am so putting all
table
this
over a
into the
little bit.
podcast.
Return to
Guys,
sender.
guys,
Alright, guys.
can you listen to this?